Hey everybody, welcome back to Live to Fish, and today I was going to do a fishing report, but the odd thing is, the last report that I did was about the fall transition kind of happening with the cooler temperatures we were running into. Now, it's odd because we're actually in a warm front. I wouldn't even call it an Indian summer because this thing's not like a short burst. It's been lasting now for quite a while. The daytime temps had been getting up to the upper 70s and low 80s. Now, with that being said, the nighttime temperatures aren't really dropping much. I mean, sometimes we're getting low of 60s, last night low of 50s, but it really reminds me more of that spring to summer kind of transition. Right now, it's like they're biting everywhere. There's like no rhyme or reason. They're in real shallow. There's a lot of minnow activity I'm finding up and along the canals, the seawalls, that sort of thing. But they're biting everywhere. I'm catching largemouth out in the middle of the lake in grass patches. It's just, it's different. So I'm not going to do a report on that. Just know that there's fishing to be had. And specific lures, I mean, I've been getting bit on just about everything I've been throwing. So, you know, there's not much to say on that end. But what I do want to do is address the fact that somebody asked me the other day, how come you only go out on the nice days? And I think it had some reference to do with the video that I did about the bass tracker when I was talking about how nice it was out with the high 60s that day, low winds. Today, kind of more the same. It's supposed to be the high of mid 70s today. Right now, it's about 68 degrees air temp. Water temp's about the same. Winds right now, they say it's 5 miles an hour. There's a little bit of chop, but I don't even feel a breeze. It's just super nice out here. But again, somebody asked me, well, how come you don't go out when it's raining or during the crummy days? Because I'm old and I don't want to. I mean, I'm not old, but I mean older, and I'm too old for that crap. I don't want to be out in the rain and being wet and cold. I don't like being wet and cold. I don't mind being wet. Like, I will fish from the shore all day long because you can pack up your gear and get out, in and out really easy in inclement weather. You don't have to put a boat on a trailer and drive around, and then you have to dry out your boat, that sort of thing. I find it much better for shore fishing. But again, I don't like being wet and cold. Those are the two most miserable combinations you can have out here fishing. Now, with that being said, I have put off fishing trips on certain days. Hold on a second, this is going through loop. Let me reset this. There have been days where I canceled going out simply for the fact of the chance of rain. Chance of rain in the weather report is kind of like when they talk about the winds. It never is as bad as they say it's going to be. And when they say that it isn't going to happen, that's when you get a torrential downpour, high winds, etc. So what happened to me the other day was there was a slight chance. I went out, and sure enough, as fate would have it, I'm checking the weather while I'm out there, and it is getting menacing. The winds are picking up. The rain is obviously coming in, and it's saying nothing about it. Even radar was kind of sketchy. It wasn't showing a whole lot. But with that being said, I did end up experiencing some inclement weather, and yes, I did fish in that weather. You'll see from the footage, well, I'll just show you real quick here. I was soaked like a wet rat when it was all said and done, but then the second wave came in, and I had to drive through that. Lost the footage of the first part with me going out to the location, which was classic. There was, waves coming over the bow of the boat, that sort of thing. Got that all dried out. But neither here nor there, but I want to show you this video because this is for people that are interested in the Bass Tracker Classic XL, and it shows you how it can handle in a storm situation, in a little bit higher winds, in a little bit bigger chop. Again, these are not the worst of conditions. The guys that are with the fiberglass boats and the deep V hulls are going to chime in and say, oh, that's nothing, I drive it. Of course you drive it all the time. But people in a smaller budget boat, these smaller aluminum boats, want to know, is it safe to go in certain conditions? And I'm trying to provide that information to them so that they can feel comfortable with it. I mean, I'm still spreading my wings on this thing and still getting my comfort zone opened up a little bit to when I can take it and when I shouldn't take it. I haven't run into when I shouldn't take it because I just don't take it. But this is one of those times where I was out fishing not too long before that when it was raining from the shoreline, saw a guy out in his Bass Tracker Classic XL, and I said, this guy's nuts. But the more I watched him, I'm like, you know what? He knows what he's doing. He knows his boundaries with the boat, and he knows he can push it, and he's actually okay. He's safe. So that gave me a little bit of confidence to go out the day that I went out. And, well, like I said, this was him out there So that was him out there, and again, gave me confidence. Now, this is what happened when I went out. And again, I'm not going to put myself in jeopardy. I'm not pushing anybody else to put themselves in jeopardy. I'm just letting you know it can handle a lot more than you think it can. And I'm getting more comfortable with that fact. I'm not going to push the envelope by any means, but I was pretty happy about getting through this experience and had a decent time with it. Wasn't bad. The only downside was when I had to dry out the boat. Obviously, you want to dry everything out so the carpeting doesn't get some mildew in it. And I know it's marine grade plywood and all that, but I want to make sure that I dry it out and keep it nice. It's my investment, you know. I want to take care of things. At least I do. I mean, other people can trash their stuff. That's their business, none of mine. Anyway, here is the Bass Tracker Classic XL in rougher waters, rougher than the last video of rough waters that I did, to give you an idea of how it handles. Storm we go. have it. I survived. Like I said, it was like a drowned rat when I first went in, and then I was like, well, I should just go back. I'm like, well, I'm out here already, so I'm just going to go ahead and fish. Which I did, and I'm glad I did. It was successful. And then when I came back, I was like, oh, crud, this is not good. But again, I don't go too far. And I'm going to get into that a little bit because the gas tank in these things, that is one of the negative things I have to say about this boat. The 6-gallon gas tank is limiting. Now, I'll get into what my solution is for that in another video. But that is one negative thing that I have to say is that, like I said, when I was out that day, should I go in? I'm like, well, I'm already out here. I'm not going to waste the gas driving all the way back. But that's the other thing. I don't prefer to trailer my boat to where I want to go. I actually like to drive my boat there. I have more fun doing that. I can drive the Jeep all day long, but to drive the boat on the water when it's nice, I'm going to take advantage of that. So if you like these kind of videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your experience is with inclement weather and fishing, and I know there's a lot of you that go out no matter what. I got my rain gear in here. I just didn't wear it that day because it was warm enough, and I wasn't cold. So that's the main thing. When you start getting cold, it's no fun. Those days are coming. There's no doubt about that. So I will have an updated fishing report as the temps start changing again. That's definitely on the horizon. I don't see it in the forecast at all. Like I said, through October, it looks like it's going to be pretty nice still. So we're going to have this early summer-esque kind of weather for a while, and I'm going to take advantage every day of it, and I think you should too. So until next time, be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish. Tight lines, everybody.